Hi, everybody. This is Psychic Sally Diane, that is, here for another episode of Psychic Sundays Live. Um, there. So, anyhow, I don't have you up on my screen. We've had a little bit of we had to upgrade. So let me just refresh.
What are you talking about?
Well, didn't you say you had to upgrade the software?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Well, like right now. Oh, I thought you said you had to do it right now. I can't get us.
What a surprise.
Oh, here, I got it. I got it. We have 7 people watching, so I'm sorry for the little glitchy beginning. So I've had kind of a glitchy day. I wonder if we have a Mercury retrograde.
Oh, fuck off.
What? Was the Mercury
Oh,
retrograde?
yeah, fuck right off with that bullshit.
Okay, well, never mind. All right, so who's first?
The first question I have is from New Love.
Ooh, new love.
They would like a spirit message from the runes.
Oh, from the runes. Well, we could do that. So, pardon me for... There we go. I just wanted to make sure that I had it. Okay, so new love, all the way down here. Can I have spirit message with the runes? Well, of course you can, new love. And let's see what spirit wants to tell new love. Okay. Those feel right. And the first thing that spirit wants to tell you is the rune Kinaz, which means kin. No.
Kin or Ken?
Enguz, which means kin.
Kin.
Kin, like, you know.
Well, no, you're saying it Ken like some Barbie Ken.
Oh, sorry, sorry, folks. I have a funny accent. All right, and we have Feihu. So, yes, Feihu is a very good rune to get, and this does say always be loyal to your family, and that opportunities are coming to you over the next year to increase your prosperity. Okay, very nice. And sorry for leaning forward, folks.
Next, we have O'Neill.
Hi, O'Neill.
Who's looking for spirit messages from the runes.
Okay. And we have missed some of the first ones.
I'm going with the ones that are showing up here.
Oh, okay. So if we've missed you, please ask your question again. So O'Neill wants a spirit message. Oh, using the runes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. So. Okay. So, spirit messages using the runes for O'Neill. And what you have is you have Manaz, which stands for mankind, but it talks about a two-sided relationship where both succeed. So I do see that coming, and it's partnered with Jera, which Jera is harvest. And again, you have this duality to it. So you see the 2 torches. So what Spirit's trying to tell you is that success is two-way, and that you do have that two-way success coming, and a reminder to cheer on your better half.
Yeah! Go, Sally! Go!
He usually is wearing a cheerleading outfit when he does that. Okay, so who's next?
Next, we have Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Patty wants to know about the week ahead.
Okay, 7 days.
Good morning, India. I'm just getting up too. Oh, in India, it is the start of Diwali. Happy Diwali, India.
Oh, happy Diwali.
For those of you that celebrate.
Yes. Well, it looks like fun. Okay, so Patty, what is the week ahead going to be like for our friend Patty? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. You can see there's there's a loving balance there, Patty. So it looks like relationships seem to go well. And if you're in kind of a non-committed relationship, I think it's going to take root if it hasn't already, because this is what I see around you. Okay, then you have the Hermit, and the Hermit, it focuses in on you yourself, and Spirit says that you still need to work on finding your own inspiration, and know that knowledge comes from within where it comes when it comes to you. The Hermit is really on top of being very Virgo, is also very meditative and looking inside. So Spirit kind of wants you to look inside this week, and maybe do a little bit of counting your blessings. Okay, there you go. And the good news is, you feel like you've got obstacles in front of you, and you really don't. So the trick there is, even if you can't see where it's going to get you, keep putting one foot in front of the other. Career wise, you have got somebody who's behind you 1000%. Okay.
Okay, Patty, that's for you. Next, we got Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Looking for messages from the guides.
Okay. So let's see what Patricia's guides want to say to her. Okay. Patricia's guides say this and this and this. Okay, first it feels like you've come off of a period, and I think this is a 5-year cycle you're coming off of, where it just seems like you couldn't kind of get your get traction in a career, even though the past 5 years have kind of sorted out who's really on your side and who's not. So that looks good. They do say you could have had more fun over the summer, but it's never too late to loosen up a little bit and enjoy the upcoming holiday season. Woo! And I get a feeling off of this one is that there was somebody that you had a little bit of a fling with, maybe a little inappropriate, maybe just a one-night stand, but there's somebody coming back around, and it feels like it's in a good way. So this is somebody that you probably had a casual relationship with, who's coming back for something a little bit more intimate and personal.
And next we have Braveheart.
Hi, Braveheart.
Is Double D a possible love interest or just a cup size? We ran into each other a few times in the last few weeks.
Something, everybody went there. I went there. If he hadn't said it, I would have. Okay, so Braveheart, is DD a possible love interest? Okay. To each other a few times in the last few weeks. That's interesting, Braveheart. Okay, so let's see, Braveheart and DD. Okay. And, okay. They're kind of getting a wait and see. I think that your career right now is taking front stage, because she doesn't seem to be very well grounded and maybe a bit unreliable. I think she's got a bit of the come here, go away. So she could be a flirtation. But when you get too close to her, she runs. Because that's just what she does. So keep looking and know that this is a real good time for you to focus on your career. You got a lot of pentacles showing up around you.
Pentacles.
Yeah.
Money, money, money.
Yeah. Money, money, money.
All right, Jasmina Iva. I was first to do what?
Now.
Blue Snapper. Looking for messages for the week ahead.
Okay. So, Blue Snapper. And I'm sorry, Jasmina. His other program just didn't come in as fast as you did. Okay.
So the way it goes every week.
Okay.
Well, just because we're live doesn't mean we're ready for questions. And unfortunately, I can't delay the chat anyway. So
Yeah. Okay, Blue Snapper. Okay. Messages for the week. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like the week itself, there's kind of like this little mini drama going on around you. It's something that could be really bad, but turns out to be not so bad. But I think that it kind of exposes who's who around you, and I do believe they're talking about work, especially when I see this the pentagram showing up again, and this is you being looked upon favorably, and maybe even offer something this week. So there's something coming down around you, and the bad news is there's something coming down around you, and the good news is it's not about you. You will probably benefit from it.
oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Because management will look on you favorably. So whatever's coming down, you were part of it.
Next, we have Sean G, who's also looking for guidance for the week ahead.
Hi, Sean. Thanks for Sean G. Okay. Sean G. And the week ahead. Okay, Sean. Interesting. I know it's an awful one. Psychics that's interesting. It feels like the week starts off rough. And I don't know how else to put it. Because it feels like you're shut out of something that you want to be a part of. It looks like, those who you've looked up to will let you down a bit this week. But when you get to the end of the week, it looks like it sort of sorts out the wheat from the chaff. Because by the end of the week, you'll know who around you can trust.
All right, moving on to Cool Libra.
Hey, Cool Libra, how you doing?
Hang on, he's asked that same question twice, so let's go to the second one. Will my next job be in a warehouse or office?
Okay. I know I'm seeing, but let's see what the cards have to say. Because I'm just getting the smell of a warehouse and, yeah, the visual of warehouse. Oh, I think that's the job you didn't quite expect to be offered, but you did get it, and you're feeling pretty good about it. So yeah. I really think you're going to go to the warehouse, and that's good because it's a job with more potential for advancement and more of the do-re-mi as well. And I do see the people around you being very supportive of this.
And apparently singing and dancing.
Sure.
Do-re-mi.
What?
You're the one that said do-re-mi.
Oh. Yeah. I was guilty as charged.
Kara
Okay.
James is looking for spirit messages for the week ahead.
Okay, Kara James, what can Spirit tell you about the week ahead?
That the cards can't. The cards are showing up real nice today.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so it looks like this week you're going to hear from management or somebody in authority about opportunities coming up. But it's one of those things where you're going to have to wait for it. But it does feel like it's something that you're well suited for. So there is an opportunity being put ahead, being put in front of you. But I think you're going to have to wait until after the holiday season to get the job. So it's a more serious long-term job.
Okay, and moving on with the theme, Melons Maloney would like to hear from their guides.
All right. Spirit messages from my. Spirit wants to tell you that follow your instincts here. You're a lot, you're a lot more in tune than you think you are, and they are also saying don't be afraid to compete. To get in there and be part of the competition, to be part of the team, to play the game. And best of all, they say you're going to have some career decisions coming up. And it shows to me that they're about the same. They're different but the same, and so that's what makes it so hard, because you can only have one, but you kind of want both. Indecision is a bad decision is better than indecision. So if you can't make up your mind, Melons, flip a coin.
Okay, next we got Jasmina.
Hi, Jasmina.
What awaits me in November?
Oh my goodness. Okay, now no, there you are, Jasmina. All right. What awaits me in November? Kind of a heck of a look ahead there.
In case anybody's wondering, Toronto Blue Jays are up by 4.
Go Jays. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so you've got all major arcana cards. So when you ask about what awaits you in November, you've got quite a bit waiting for you in November. First off, your mother issues come just center stage. And there is kind of a change of heart. And even though these aren't travel kind of cards, I just get a feeling maybe it's from maybe it's from this. I get a feeling that you're going to be going to it looks like you are going to do some travel, but it feels like you're traveling to home, and it really feels like it feels like you go back to 12 when you're at home, but yeah, you still got some other issues, and it's when you look back on it, it's going to be a good month, because you're dealing with your family in a very good way. You just don't realize that they really are changing the way they look at you. So in a good way, that I see a little bit more respect here for your choices, even though they're always going to throw a little bit of guilt at you. What's new there? But yeah, travel and dealing with mother issues. And it's not all bad.
Okay, moving on to Nancy Ray.
Hi, Nancy.
Will I benefit from the health organization that I joined?
Okay. Nancy Ray. Nancy. Mhm. Well, the first card bodes well. Second card bodes well. And the third card bodes well. So the short answer is yes. Yes. Um, it looks like it's sort of a labor of love, because that's where I see it starting, is that, feeding your heart. And the first thing you're going to feel is satisfied. So it's not going to take you too long to kind of get a view of lives you have changed. Because I really feel like it makes you feel good inside. I also see more opportunities coming to you, and these definitely involve travel. And I think that was part of the getting involved with this health organization anyways. And so yes, you are going to get the travel as promised. The Knight of Wands is interesting, and I kind of reserve judgment on him, but he could be a love interest coming your way. You'll have to see.
Giddy up.
Yeah, giddy up, Nancy. Make sure you always look good every day. Remember, return smiles.
Next, we have Slow Deezy.
I saw Daisy.
Will I meet any love interest at SS next week?
Okay. Daisy. Get some love happening. Okay, Slow Easy. And the cards say, ugh. Okay, so yeah, I see you having fun. And I kind of see your ego being fed, but I think that the one who's going to show attention to you is just not your cup of tea. So it shows that you're moving on. You're moving on. But the cards are also reminding me that you are headed toward love relationship. It's just whoever decides to cling on to you at the SS is just not suitable. I don't know why, but it's just he's not suitable. I just get this real creepy vibe off of him, although I don't see you allowing somebody that's giving off that kind of creepy vibe, hang around you. But
And next, we have Olivier.
hi, Olivier.
Olivier's looking for job opportunities.
Okay. Any news this week? Well, let's see. Well, there's some movement there. Definitely some movement. Okay. You said this week specifically, but this is a number 8, and this kind of says you don't know what's right in front of you. So I'm thinking that maybe it's just a little bit longer than you feel like it would be. Oh yeah. Okay. It shows you as being the magician. Okay. So the magician is the one who manifests, and I hope that you're putting out resumes, because that's important. But I do see something being offered to you this week. Awesome. Well, next week. But, like I said, you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. With the magician here, maybe toward the end of the week, like Thursday, Friday, just pick up the phone and just give a little call. Can't hurt. If nothing else, say, I interviewed for this job. I just want to know if the position's been filled or if I still have a shot at it. Okay?
Charger Fan 870.
Hello, Charger
Looking
fan.
for messages with the runes.
Okay. That's okay. We'll let the cards cool down right before pick a card. So get out the runes. And speaking of runes, on next Saturday I will be making new sets of runes with some devoted students that I've had a real good crowd, and they're going to help me. So I will have sets of runes available for Christmas. If anybody's interested, just PM me. And so Mills will no. We're looking for Charger fan.
870.
Charger fan. Okay. Okay, so
Hey, Magnets Millions, can you put a different question down? I'm not going to answer that one because you're asking for somebody else, about somebody else.
okay, Charger fan. It's saying that you should you have Iwas here, which is the rune of the hunter. So this rune is telling you that you need to figure out what your goal is and go after it. So this is a good time for you to be a little bit more focused and a little bit more career focused. Also, you have Ansus, which is ancestral god, which talks about the older folks and advice that you've gotten from the older generation, and maybe even ancestor messages. I don't know how tuned in you are, but this says take the advice that you've been given by older family members. So this is a good time for you to focus in on what you want and use the advice, and as far as how you get it, use the advice that the elders have given you.
Next, we have Brahman, and then we'll do our pick a card.
Okay, and Brahman wants the spirit messages in the
Using the
room.
runes, yeah.
All right, well, while the runes are hot, let's see what we get for Brahman. We get these two, and you've got roots and you have Kinas. So you have Oscilla, which does talk about roots. The roots that you put down. It talks about homeland. It specifically could talk about home. So I do see you in a secure home. And you also have Kinas, and Kinas is it means torch, but it stands for enlightenment. It stands for some fire energy coming into your life and things being energized. In the little in the next little while. So this is a good time for you to this is if you wanted to start a new project or propose anything new or take any kind of risk, this is a good time to do it because you're fire. Okay.
All right, and next, we're going to do this. It's time once again for pick a card. As you can see, Sally's shuffling her deck, and she's going to pull 3 cards from you to choose from. You know the rest.
Of course they do. They know they're going to pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. Okay. So, which card appealed to you this week? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? If you pick card number 1, then your card for this week is the Knight of Wands reversed. Now, Wands always talk about, messages. It talks about energies coming into, things around you. It can also represent a person. In this case, if it represents a person, it would be somebody who's maybe a fire sign like Aries or Leo or Sagittarius. Um, it could also you could also be looking for, because it's reversed, you might be looking for somebody fitting that description that's not going to be so good for you. So overall, this is a week to, you know, look twice at the people around you. Know that you do have energy coming into your life. You do have opportunity coming in a sort of backdoor way. So yeah, look for opportunities, but also make sure that you read the fine print. Okay. Did you pick tarot card number 2? Well, tarot card number 2 is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Now, right side up, the Ace of Pentacles, as anybody can see off, as the card shows, the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, a cash opportunity being offered to you. But when it's turned upside down like that, it indicates that a cash opportunity might not be so easy to obtain. So if you if you're in some sort of a bidding competition, make sure that you double check your math, and make sure you double check the math and make sure that all your numbers this week are correct, no matter what you're doing. Because the Ace of Pentacles alone shows good opportunity, but when it's reversed like that, it's kind of got a caveat that you need to be careful. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, another reverse card, darn it. So what you got was the 6 of Wands reversed. Now, right side up, it represents a hard-won victory, a victory where you have a good support system around you. So when you have it turned upside down like that, the victory might not be so joyous. So you might have some, it does show you being in a winning position this week. It's just, what price do you have to pay to win? Okay, and thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Pick a Card. We'll see you again next week.
And we're back to our regular scheduled program of entertaining ourselves.
Oh yes. Well, we're the coolest people in the room, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
You hear that, dog? You're not cool.
I didn't say he wasn't cool. Anybody who's met Felix knows Felix is an awesome dog. Okay, so we have starting.
Butterfly A.
Yes.
How will this week be for me?
Probably better than Butterfly Bees. I'm just kidding.
Oh, fuck.
I know. So corny.
You should have just kept that F-bomb in the frame the entire day today.
Yeah, I know. Start a little, it's like...
Yeah. They left the
Look,
they left
perfectly.
Yeah, they left the corral in my head. F's everywhere.
Yes. Okay, so Butterfly A this week for me. And this week for you. Ooh, I'm sorry, but a trip's going to be canceled this week.
Yay! You don't have to go anywhere.
And it's almost like that's exactly the way it is. Because you get this card. Like here's where I'm seeing travel canceled. And the Emperor does play a role there. So it's whether it's the Emperor needs your help or the Emperor screwed up the reservations or something like that. Your trip, whatever travel you have planned here, is sort of canceled, delayed, postponed by the emperor, somebody who thinks they're in charge that really isn't. Just saying. But having said that, this is something you're going to have a trip or an event canceled that you really, like he said, and he's good, is that you really didn't want to go to anyway. Because I get this 10 of swords. And people feeling bad that you got this canceled where you're thinking, nah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So there's a lot of guilt that you can spread around if you so desire.
All right, next we have Leo Moon with the strangest question of the night. How did my old job feel after I quit? Never mind the fucking job. How did you feel?
Yeah. You know, have you ever read the Bible? You know, the story of Lot and his wife, where Lot looked back on Gomorrah and turned into a pillar of salt. That's kind of how I feel, but let's do it. I hope you don't turn into a pillar of salt, and I hope I don't turn into a pillar of salt.
All right.
Watch the tower show up. That'd be funny. Okay, so
They're bemoaning the amount of money it costs to retrain the replacement.
yeah. Your quitting cost him money. Oh yes, that you are missed. You are missed. So there you go. But you know something, the tarot cards are saying you also took a much better opportunity, or there is a much better opportunity coming to you. There's one thing I get about the place where you left. They're
not going to change just because you left.
Yeah. They're just they're black holes.
Yep.
I'm glad that he's found a new job.
It's worked for 30 years, so it's got to work for another 30, right?
Yeah.
As the building's burning down.
Yeah.
Blah blah 2. Is M.A. a love interest for me? I mean, Ma. Yeah, is Ma a love interest for me? Only if you're in the deep, deep south. Like Central Florida.
Sorry to all of our friends in Florida. We're just having fun. We're just kidding you. Okay.
Why are you apologizing to Floridians?
I feel sorry for him. Anyhow.
No, you guys keep going. You're the best entertainment the USA has.
Yeah. They replaced Walmart.
Come on, every single one of you can finish this sentence. This week, a man in Florida.
Okay, so blah blah is MA a love interest for me? Ooh, you know, if you want him to be. And the thing with MA is that he comes off, you know, it's kind of like, why doesn't a guy like you have a girlfriend kind of thing? And he's kind of wishy-washy about, like, well, I don't quite know why my last relationship didn't work out. MA is a huge mama's boy. So
it's got nothing to do with the skin tight pants.
no.
All right, Magic Dust is looking for love relationships by winter, so the next 2 months, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the 19th today. Winter starts with 21st, 22nd.
That's right. It's December. The shortest day of the year. It's also the day that the days start getting longer. Okay, so
that would be the following day.
Magic Dust.
Winter love.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the one that's dreamt about.
Again, all of these are upside down, and it does show things turning around for you. And I do see forward motion here. And first off, it's on the positive side. And second off, it's reversed. So it's the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, excuse me, right side up talks about moving forward, but being a little tense about it. Moving forward with, through choppy waters, but moving to stiller waters. But when you have it reversed like that, I do see things heating up in your sex life. I do see things getting a little bit more, a little less placid, a little less non-existent. So I do see opportunities come, and nothing attracts an opportunity like an opportunity, because I feel like you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So, which talks about things moving for you. Whether it's right side up or upside down, it always talks about the road of Fortuna moving. And so I do see you having love interests. I just, it's like nothing, and then you have to decide between two. So
ooh, look at that.
I know that's not as much fun as it sounds. It's kind of a juggling act. The rom-coms aren't that far off. But I think you're done with playing mommy. So no more mommy boys there, but boy, the universe is gonna send you some that's just anyhow.
Speak Knowledge is looking for spirit messages using the runes.
My pleasure, Speak Knowledge. Okay. And so the first thing we get, the turned upright, is Ansus, which is spiritual God, which talks about your ancestors. And it feels like your ancestors are communicating with you, Speak Knowledge. I know that you have some interest there. And look for spirit messages to come through a little stronger this year as the veil gets thinner, leading up to Samhain and All Saints Day. So what I would suggest you do is, if you want to open that door a little bit further, then go to my website and read my article on ritual to contact a past loved one. Because now that would work. Right now that would work. Oh yeah, and you've got kin, which is family, and so there's strong family ties there. Yeah, this spirit is really having you focus on family, which makes sense with the holidays coming up. But I really think you're going to get some kind of a message from one of your past ancestors. So pay attention to your dreams.
And next we got Kara James.
Hi, Kara.
Looking for spirit messages.
Oh, that would be nice.
That's the guy. That's the theme today.
Spirit messages.
Yes, indeed.
Well, yeah. But I think that's a good way to look at. Oh, she retracted it too. So
yeah.
Well, you see it. So what is it? We're gonna
spirit message from Kara James for Kara James.
Okay, Kara. So let's see what Spirit has to say.
I don't see
Kara.
the retractions, so
Yeah, that's okay. I know you're still here. So Kara, here's what Spirit has to say to you. Ooh, yeah, you've got one of the fate runes. You got Hagalas, which is hail. So I do see they're kind of warning you about a period of disruption, and it's kind of like you're caught between the past and the future. So this is a good time to be focused in on, stay focused in on the present, but you also need to address the needs of both. If you have to atone for something in the past, now it's time to atone for it. Also, it says Spirit says to look behind you and in front of you. So maybe you're just at a really important planning period of your life for Spirit to say, look in these directions, focus in these directions. Okay, so who's next, darling?
Who is next? Magnets Millions. We got a couple of questions there. The first one, Magnets, I'm going to answer the first one there as far as a guy named Cam. Is a new guy, Cam Deceptive. Yes, he is, and he's the worst kind of liar. He's the kind of liar that lies to himself. He's just a braggart, talking himself up to, hopefully impress somebody. But it doesn't. But sometimes the braggarts, they just go on and on and on and on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And reveal their hand that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you said that Magnus Million
has a second question that says, do you see me moving to Coventry?
Okay.
Is that a town in England? That's not a place in the USA. I know that.
Oh, yeah. You want to move to Coventry? And we get Thagos. Thagos' day. That's change. It's also the kind of room that sometimes we say, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And you have kind of been putting that out to the universe. And your opportunity is going to come. It's like change on a dime. In a single day, you will get your opportunity. And it is a successful move. So that's what the runes tell me about your move to Coventry.
Oh, Magnus Millions, I just got a funny image of Cam. If you've ever watched that 70s show and the character named Kelso, that's Cam right there. Next, we got Wendy.
Yeah.
Wendy wants to know what spirits wants to tell them about love.
So, Wendy.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. I didn't swear.
No, but I did. Okay, in my mind. All right, so Wendy, you... what does Spirit wants to tell me about love? Right? Is that what we're looking at? Wendy Massaro, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And so, when I get that, the harvest, Jera, right here, it kind of, you get what you give. And so I'm getting that idea that to have a relationship, both sides need to contribute. So you might not be in Spirit might feel like you need to balance out a relationship to make it work. Yeah. Balance out and look for, it's kind of like what's coming into for you for love is something that's more well-grounded, more long-term. So it is kind of a relationship that you are going to have to be willing to nurture and put a bit of yourself in. So yeah, you've got something well-grounded coming your way. It feels like long-term committed relationship coming your way. No, I'm not going to use the M word. Okay, so Angie. Oh, thank you, Angie. The whole queen reference comes from, I started out as a queen of Ooga Booga. I still have my queen of Ooga Booga account, by the way. And I still check the email. If anyone wants to send me an email to the queen of Ooga Booga at gmail.com, I will see it.
But you're supposed to send your email to info@sallydiane.com.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so
right. Next we got Angie wants to know about the universe's big lovely surprise.
Yeah, so let's see what
is it. Wishful thinking or is there something coming?
Let's see. Okay, so are you the fool or are you the fool that fell off the cliff? Let's see. Well, you get this 9 of Cups, and that's sometimes it's called the wish card because it does talk about, getting what you want and feeling a little bit smug about it. Yeah. And there's a warning not to be smug about it. So, yes, be grateful and happy and celebrate what you get, but don't be smug about it, and try not to hurt anybody's feelings. Although, when you get something that they didn't, some people get butt hurt anyway. You got that. Why didn't I? Okay, and then you have the Ace of Swords. It's the Ace of Swords reversed, but when I look at it, it does feel like it is whatever you've been wishing for. I think you've been looking for a job or some sort of a settlement. Because it does come with the caveat that you need to read the fine print. Absolutely need to read every word of every contract you're handed. But something is getting handed to you right here. And I think it's something good. The only reason I'm saying really look at it carefully is because the Ace of Swords is reversed. So when the Ace of Swords is reversed, it makes just a tiny bit more treacherous. So step easy. Tiptoe like this guy. Okay. But yeah, you got something good coming your way.
All right, next we have R. How soon will my family's drone business become our main source of income?
For sure. Look at him. I'm just feeling like that's within a year, but let's see.
They're telling me never. By the time, in the long run, when you sit down and you calculate everything, you'll realize that it's actually never been your main source of income. But it's really high up there.
Yeah. While it's there, you'll do well, but like he said, it's not your everything. It's definitely not your everything. Because everything goes out of style, right? So yes, it shows that your family business is one that constantly changes and moves forward. So I like the idea that when you come into troubled waters, you have the common sense to rebuild yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a good business. You're going to have success with it. There's no doubt about that.
But like you said, it's sort of being able to move on and adapt, which I do see in the Knight of Wands.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the Six of Swords, they've always been good at calling that. Because when you talk about your family drone business, I got a close family drone business.
Oh, yeah, like I said, it's successful.
Yeah.
But when you sit
Everybody's
down,
like the
when you sit down and do the math, you go, oh, wait a minute. We've been lying to ourselves. No, you haven't. Next, we got AP. How does Daniel truly view me? Through binoculars.
Oh, AP. Don't be that insecure. And I'll look at it, but you're being insecure.
AP, ignore my message.
Ooh. You know this guy's a player. Yeah. You know this guy's a player, and you worry about it. You really do. Because he says, oh, he says all the right things, but in your core that he's a player, and you are dead right. You're absolutely right. And it's keeping you awake at night. The way your gut tells you and what he tells you are two different things. Trust your gut here. Trust your gut.
I get the feeling he's sincere about what he says, but at the same time, he says that to everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Sushama. Hey, Sushama, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. And happy Diwali to you as well. I found out from a coworker it's a lot of the northern provinces celebrate Diwali. So that's one of those things. At the equator, the north and south switch.
No, but I gather the direction that the water goes when it goes down the drain,
Yeah.
that switches.
Yeah, but it's like, is Antarctica north or south of Australia?
No.
Anyhow, that's my thought of tonight. Let's see.
Okay, so
Should I maintain my relationship with my mother-in-law? Is her feeling good for me? Should I trust her?
okay, so it depends. Like the nine of wands there, it says you should always be on your guard. It's kind of like around money. She has some distorted views of money and the value of money, and yeah, so when it comes to talking about money and material things, you should avoid any conversations about that. How much your husband makes, how much you spend, yada yada yada. You should really avoid that. So that would be good. But it's sort of like from the mother point of view. She's an awesome grandmother. She's she has a loving side too. So yeah, be on the guard. But yeah, yeah, let her play with kids. Don't discuss money with her. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I get the feeling that she's doesn't wish you any harm, but at the same time can't wait until you royally fuck up.
She just wants to be the better woman, right? Women are always competitive with each other. We can't help it.
Diamond Girl is next.
Hi, Diamond Girl.
Diamond Girl wants to know what spirits want her to know.
Okay, so what do spirits have to say to the lovely Diamond Girl? Yeah, I'm thinking of a song.
What, Diamond Girl?
Yeah.
You know that song from the 80s? Yeah.
I had ears in the 80s.
I can never remember who sang that.
Oh, again, it was like reverse cards.
Nice and smooth.
Okay, so.
Nice and wild. That half of it, right?
Okay, Diamond Girl, you want message from spirits, and what do you need to know? First thing you need to know is, yeah, just keep moving forward. You have made some progress in removing self-inflicted boundaries on yourself, and Spirit says that's good. That's good. You're making your own rules for yourself. You've got the Ace of Wands, and you do have there is job opportunity around you, but you're going to have to look a little for it. And I think this might be a job posting. I'm feeling almost like you're looking at bulletin board, and I don't mean the kind that's in the outside of grocery stores. You know, like internal company bulletin board. And I also see the Page of Cups coming up. And Spirit is telling you about somebody, some younger person in your life, needing a little bit of extra attention, whether we're talking about a child or a niece or nephew. It is the younger person who just needs to be mollycoddled a little bit. Okay, so, and next,
Donna Butler.
hi, Donna.
What do my guides want to tell me about the rest of this month? All 12 days.
Whoops. Okay. Contracts are very favorably aspected. Contracts and legal matters. So, and I really feel like this is a legal matter. Something's going to be resolved, and it's going to be resolved in a favorable manner to you. Okay, so.
You got the diamonds.
Yay. So. Oh, yeah. So the Five of Cups reversed. The Five of Cups right side up talks about a partial loss. where there's a little something left over. So when it's reversed, I see her turning around and picking up what's around her. So this is a good time for you to be sorting through your life. The next 12 days. Go ahead, be resourceful, be thoughtful, but also know that you've got people supporting you.
Excellent.
Yeah, and with the King of Cups, and I do think that's your husband. He keep an eye on him for health issues. We don't read health, but I really feel like when it comes time to move and do something, like go to the hospital, he's Mr. Slowpoke. And there's something coming up that you're going to have to be Mrs. Kick Your Butt to get you to the hospital.
Hey, AP, I think you're going to answer this question yourself, but let me guide you in the right direction there. If you give the same advice to everybody, how sincere is it? Virgo Star, when will I get a new job?
Okay. Oh, Virgo Star wants a new job. Yeah, well, let's see what the cards have to say.
First week in December.
That sounds about right.
You need to get more resumes out there.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely need to get more resumes out there.
Like a lot more.
Yeah.
Pretend you're throwing a party.
Yeah, so I would agree with him. Right around, you said around the 1st of December.
I said first week of December.
First week of December.
Maybe last
6
week
weeks,
of November. Yeah.
6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
And you ask when 6 weeks, but make sure, because you're not looking enough. You're not putting out enough resumes. Either that or you're not focusing in on what you want to focus in on. But it says that once you get snow on the ground and it's freaking cold, yeah, that's sorry you're starting your job in the cold.
Well, it is winter.
It is winter.
Yeah, rule of thumb for throwing parties is if you want 10 people there, you got to invite 100.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Leet, welcome back. Leet's looking for spirit messages regarding the next love relationship.
Okay. So see what kind of love relationship Leet has coming up. Next love relationship. Yeah, it feels like you just managed to scrape the slime of the last relationship off of you and heal. So, oh yes, you do have another relationship coming. Okay, so he did say when, didn't he?
No, just wants the spirit for messages from the spirit regarding the next one.
Okay, so know that the next one that comes into your life isn't going to be your usual party animal. It's going to be somebody who's a little bit more settled down. And so, I really feel like you kind of got to tone down yourself too. But it's well worth it. It really is. You've gone through a lot of heartache, and this is positively aspected. It's like it's time for you to quit dating the same girl over and over again. And so somebody new is coming in, somebody different is coming into your life, and embrace that.
And the message I got from your spirits is that the next one is not the next one, but by telling you the next one is the one. You follow that logic?
Sure.
Because I just told you the next one is not the next one. Before the spirits just told you the next one is not the next one. The next one will be avoided, which makes the next one the one after. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's been a long day for me, and the brandy's almost empty. Cindy C. Let's go Blue Jays. Can I get a message from Spirit.
All right.
All right, let's look the score. What is the score? Well, the Jays are up by 3. The end of the 6th.
And
Well,
that's the
The Seattle Mariners, we're in the 7th inning stretch. Yippee! Not that I care.
yeah, but we can put a picture of a blue. We can put a picture of a blue jay on top of the Space Needle. Okay, so
Right, that's in Seattle.
yes.
And why would we do that?
Well, aren't the Seattle Mariners the ones that they're beating right now?
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why.
It's do or die game for the Blue Jays.
Okay, so Cindy C. Lovely Cindy C. A message from Spirit. If you're getting new tires, and I don't know why I'm getting this, I'm just getting visual of tires. If you're getting new tires, like for the drive down or something along those lines, I'm just getting this idea that you should choose tires that are designed for rain and are anti-hydroplaning. I'm just getting, this. That's just what I'm getting there, but let's see what the cards have to say. Huh. Interesting. Sorry. Okay, so it does say that you have been dealing with some difficult issues. I think you've been playing kind of keeping it close to your chest, because when the Ten of Swords shows up, it says that all the damage is done. Whatever conflict you've had going on, the damage is done. It's time for you to gather up your toys and move on. So whatever battle this is referring to, I'm not sure, because you wanted to know what Spirit had to say, and it's like it's time to gather up your toys and move on. Also, it shows the Queen of Cups. And I really do see you as being the Queen of Cups sort of person, where you've got a little bit of it. You've got more than a little bit of an intuitive ability. You keep some of it close to your chest. She's got a little cover on her cup there. But overall, if she is treated well, which this Queen of Cups is, she will be content. So you are treated well, you are content, but whatever crap you've been dealing with, time for you to gather up and walk away.
Well, that's it. That was the last question.
Okay.
You can stop shuffling your cards.
I can. Okay, so it's been another great weekend. It's gone so fast. And so have a wonderful week, everybody. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday on another exciting edition of Psychic Sundays Live.
And on a side note, if you like stand-up comedy, please watch AJ Wilkerson. I watched his Captain Autism special yesterday. And Sally, you heard me laughing for an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yes. He likes to laugh.